For such a long time, I never thought that I would achieve this beautiful hairstyle. I spent so much time researching people like Priscilla, Brigitte Bardot, and even Patty Boyd, dreaming of one day having glamorous 1960s hair. After many years of trial and error, I finally found a secret recipe. And this secret recipe that I've put together and come up with is going to make you get this hairstyle in the quickest way possible. Now it's time for y'all to sit back, put on your favorite Elvis Presley record, and let the glamour begin. So to begin this hair tutorial, I want to give you an insight of what I use and where you can get it from and kind of how much it costs. One of the most important things about a 60s look is having good hairspray, and this one is really good, especially for beehives. It's called Got to Be Glued. Now I must warn you, if you spray multiple times, it's going to make it a little bit hard, but that's okay. It's good for the 60s beehive, but if you like bouncy curls, this isn't going to be for your bouncy curls. This is going to be strictly for the beehive sector of the look. We're going to be achieving a faux half up, half down, and to do this, you're going to need a bun that's got curls that of course matches your hair. This is the one I have, and when my hair grows out and it gets darker at the roots, I have a different one that I use as well. But this one is great for when I have it freshly colored. And honestly, I find most of all of my extensions on Amazon. Sometimes I find them randomly at hair stores, especially like these. I think I got this at a different hair store, but Amazon has all of these faux ones to offer. I mean, the options are endless. So for the long hair portion, this is the piece that we're going to be using. It's going to give us that beautiful, elegant hair. And if I'm doing half up, half down, sometimes I'll use just one of these, but I do have a second one in case I want more volume. Like if I'm not doing a beehive, I'll put two of these in my hair to have it bouncy and pretty and curly. But Amazon has a bunch of these on here. I do not remember where I got it. I think it's the Richo, I don't know how to say it. But anyway, they have so many on here, and this is easier to put in your hair because it's got 4 barrettes and it's thick. Sometimes when you buy faux extensions, a lot of them come in a 1-pack and like they'll be too thin, but I like volume, you know, I like a lot of hair. So I like something that's very voluminous to get that beautiful, elegant 60s feel. The graveyard extensions are the key element to the beehive, and this looks insane. I'm sitting here holding this and it looks like a bird's nest, but that's what you want. You want to take your old extensions that are not pretty anymore and tease them into a big ball and reuse them in your beehive looks. How about that? Isn't that amazing? Now, just for a little thing to show, I like to use this to tease my hair instead of a comb because every time I use a comb, it doesn't stay in my hair. Like the tease doesn't stay in there very long, but this thing works very well, and you can get these at Dollar Tree. I also want to add that you might need to use these little clips to pin down your beehive sector on top of your head, and you might need some ponytails as well in case your actual hair doesn't lay properly over it. But yes, it's now time to finally get into the full tutorial. So this beehive hairstyle, as I mentioned earlier, is a faux half up, half down hairstyle. And there have been times in the past where I do my whole head and I don't put it half up, half down, but it takes a lot longer and it takes a lot more teasing and a lot more froofing. But to be honest, this way that I do it is the fastest way to get a beehive hairstyle. Honestly, my 60s makeup took way longer than this hairstyle is going to. First thing you're going to do is tease the top portion of your hair. I kind of teased this in 2 different sections, so I'm just going to take this part right here by the crown and I'm going to brush downward just like this to give a good tease. And you're going to want to bring this tease all the way up here towards the end of the hair. After you do this section, you're going to take your fingers and go behind the first section and tease this part as well. You don't have to be as vigorous here as the first section, but you get the point. First section pretty much did the job for you. I'm going to take this part out of the way, I'm going to clip it, and now we're going to curl the bottom sections of my hair. Honestly, I did such a good job teasing that I could honestly skip the beehive step. However, if you live in a humid climate like I do, if you try to do this and not put the tease ball under it, this is going to fall throughout the day. And you're going to walk out the door like this, and it's going to end up looking like this. And you don't want that. You want that volume to stay all day. So that's why important the tease ball is an effective use in this hairstyle. Okay, to curl my hair, I always use a straightener, and isn't this straightener so me and so glamorous? I love it so much. So in case you've never seen someone curl with a straightener, I'm going to try to show you my best how to do it. I'm going to be honest, it took me a really long time of practicing to be able to curl my hair with this, because now I can do 60s hair with this thing. I can do my 70s Farrah Fawcett with this, and it's got many uses besides straightening the hair. So this is what I do. You're going to take it, you're going to clamp it, you're going to wrap the whole barrel around like this, and you're going to pull straight down, and it's going to give you a beautiful curl. I will show you guys again. You're going to clamp it down, rotate it twice, and pull straight out, straight as an arrow. And then you got a curl. I'm going to do the rest of my hair and I'll be right back. Okay, now since the bottom is curled, we're going to now divide this in half and put it up. Fingers, and separate this bottom section in half and leave just a little bit at the bottom. Okay, now we're going to install these. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just as long as it looks okay, you're good to go. You take your hair like this. You're going to swoosh it around to the back. You are going to find where that line is between your hair and the up section, and you're going to press down on these barrettes just like this to make sure that they lock in place. Sometimes it takes a while to do it, and some of them are very stubborn and very annoying. And now we are going to finish the top layer. I unclipped the hair that I have up here on top, and I'm going to flip it over just like this. Here is our lovely and funny bird's nest. I'm going to make sure all these stray pieces are kind of in one big ball. There's honestly no right or wrong way to do this. It just needs to be a big bird's nest. You're going to take your bird's nest and you're going to set it right here above this line of where your hair is. We're now going to get clips and clip this into place. You take your miniature clippies and you find any strange weak spots and you clip it in there nice and tight so this doesn't really move. When you get your bird's nest secure, you're going to take your hair and you're going to push it backwards, just like this. So now I'm going to secure these stray pieces and make it look very smooth. When you have your beehive shaped and secure, it's now time to apply hairspray very generously. And just spray the whole top. But this does a great job of making sure that it's stable. Now we're going to put this beautiful bun in the back of the head. Yes, this bun also is a clippy for easy access. The easiest way to do this is to make sure that you have a lovely handheld mirror so you can see every little detail of what you're doing. Look at that, how beautiful. This is a bit lighter compared to my natural hair color, but however, there's so much to mention that from a distance, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. The ends of the hair are a little bit more blonde, but if I wanted to match this look exactly, I could get a darker piece to put in there. If you're happy with this result, you can stop here, but however, there's something that we like to call hair decor. Hair decor is kind of like any type of embellishments to make your hair even more cute and more fabulous, such as big hair bows. Sometimes I'll put a big hair bow above the bun, and it gives a really pretty flare. If you want something even more 60s, I highly recommend putting flowers in your hair. It's so beautiful. I did get these from Amazon, and I did incorporate half of these in a giveaway that I did last year, but yes, these are so cute and so stunning. Pretty flowers come in a set of 6, and just for a helpful reminder, if you have 5 flowers, you're going to put 1 in the center and have the other ones over here. But if you have 6 flowers, you have to put 2 at the center and then the rest follow. Just a little helpful tip. Now it's time to apply the beautiful flowers. They do have an alligator clip, so all you have to do is open it and stick it gently in your hair. Claw clips honestly make life so much easier. I really honestly think this is my signature 60s hairstyle, because can't you even picture something that's more me than this? This is just so Ashley Warren. And as each flower goes on the head, the whole and total ensemble comes to life. Basically what this does is give you a faux headband, so you don't have the headache of trying to keep it up or down. Everything is just so adjustable. Okay, y'all, put that last flower in, and this is the full ensemble. This is my 1960s Priscilla, Lana, whatever you want to call it, signature hairstyle. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more vintage tutorials, please let me know in the comments what I should do next. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope to see you next time, and remember to always stay glamorous.